Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin, and today I'm bringing you another LEGO DC Comics Superheroes review. So today we're going to be looking at a set from the Dark Knight trilogy, specifically Batman Begins. This is set number 76239, Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. This set includes 422 pieces and retails for $39.99 when it released back on October 1st of 2021. Now this is one of two sets based off the Dark Knight trilogy that we're going to be seeing this year. The other one releasing November 1st is the big $230 Tumbler, which will include the Joker instead of Scarecrow and a much more detailed looking Batman minifigure that I would have appreciated to see in this set. But hey, you know, they did what they could do when it comes to budget and whatnot. So looking at the box, one thing that I just have to point out right off the bat that I already did, we have the Dark Knight Trilogy logo at the top, which is really amazing to see on a set like this. I would love to see them make more sets from the Dark Knight Trilogy, considering that released so long ago and we've only gotten a few sets in the past. I would love to see them revisit this in the future, just like they revisited the 1966 Batman earlier on in the year. Really love the side box art, which we see on most of these Batman-themed DC sets. From the very back, you can take a look at some of the details for the Tumbler, in addition to an extra face that we get for Batman, which we'll talk about momentarily, and we also get your push tabs for this particular set. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for the box. So let's open this up and take a look at the box contents. Looking at the box contents, you get a total of 4 numbered bags to build this set, in addition to 2 sticker sheets. I don't know why they included 2 of the same sticker sheets. I guess it's just a small production error. And we also have our instruction manual. As I just said, for some reason LEGO gave me 2 sticker sheets. It's a problem that they've been having with a few sets recently, I'm pretty sure. But taking a look at this nevertheless, we get some details for the interior as well as the exterior of the Tumbler. As for our instruction manual, we get more of a booklet style here. Really nice picture from the front, mimicking the front of the box. Get your QR code. From the back, you get your Wind Pirate. And we can flip right open to our piece count, leading to a small advertisement for Rebuild the World, and then our final overall model. There is really nothing else that they could advertise here, which is a little disappointing. Looking at our very first minifigure, we have from the Batman Begins Batman. This minifigure is exclusive due to the arrangement of parts. We get some plain black legs and plain black arms and hands. No arm or leg printing, which would have made this character 100 times better. We only get the printing from the front and the back of the torso. Right there you can see the belt and the typical abs and the Batman logo at the top. You can see the back features the belt continued. We also get an under the neck accessory of this very nice felt Batman cape, which is the one that only has the one hole. That's something that LEGO has also recently just started doing with all of their sets, featuring capes with only one hole in comparison to the 2 holes that we saw in the past. We get 2 accessories for this version of Batman, one being this grapple gun, and then the other one being a typical batarang. Now, when it comes to the facial expression and the mask, I think that they could have also done something different here instead of just including the same one that we saw back in 2012, where we have that white band at the top to represent the Batman eyes, and then we just have like the Bruce Wayne facial expression underneath. You can turn that right around to see a very nice smirk on the other side. And as I said, these are the same exact pieces that we saw back in 2012. And lastly, LEGO was so kind to include another headpiece to go along with this version of Batman. It only has the print on the front though. We have the Nightmare Batman, or when he gets sprayed by that fear gas that Scarecrow has. I think that this looks really cool. I love the eyes and also the mouth through the cowl. I think that is definitely the Batman that I'll end up displaying, not the one with that old reuse headpiece. Personally, I was not expecting them to include this reference at all. I was really surprised when I saw it in the leaks, mainly because this is just such a dark thing for LEGO to have included, and also just the version of Scarecrow, which we're going to talk about momentarily. I'm really surprised with some of LEGO's decisions as of late, contradicting some things that they say in interviews. And finally, that brings us to the Scarecrow, who turned out really amazing. We don't get any leg printing, which is fine, but we get a very nice exclusive torso print where you can see the ends of the ropes to keep his sort of mask or scarecrow face on. You can also take a look at the back, where we also get some back head printing, which is really nice that LEGO really went all out with this character, front and back for the head, and the torso printing light flesh hands for the flesh tone, and we also get a stud gun for the accessory, which this is supposed to represent like the fear gas, and we also have some of it coming out of the back, or like that's like the storage of it. Typical stud gun, all you gotta do is just press down. And now it's all the way on the other side of my room. You do get one extra if you lose it. And now probably the main attraction to this set, at least in my opinion, has to be the build for the tumbler that LEGO absolutely nailed in this smaller scale compared to the two previous direct-to-consumers. We also saw one for another Dark Knight movie back in 2013. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to review that because I am missing two stickers, but that's beside the point. Looking at this thing, we get a lot of sticker details. You can see one from the very front of this 2x4 tile piece. We also get some on the very edges over here, just for like the headlights on the side. You can also see two more on these 1x2 cheese slopes from each side of the vehicle, and I think that pretty much does it for the stickers other than what we see in the interior. Another thing that I do have to talk about is recolors in this set. We get quite a few, one of which being this flag piece in black. We get that for the very first time in this set. We also see a 2x6 triangle plate, which I'm not sure exactly where that is. I think it might be right here that we see those, which is also a new recolor for this set. Looking at the fine details of this set, we have some clip piece connections right here that block these windshield pieces to create the side windows. I think that LEGO did a really nice job with that. We also get another clip piece over here, which is also underneath this clip piece. That allows you to access the interior, which we're going to talk about last. We have some of these flag pieces in black just for some extra angling. We also have stud guns from the front, which is LEGO's go-to weapon. You just shoot those off like such, and it goes out into the distance, never to be found again. You get two more extras of those, just two of these golden studs stacked on top of each other. Same sort of situation from this side where you have like the stickers and everything. Moving back here, we have that flag piece that I mentioned before. This piece is something that I haven't really ever seen before in my collection. Really nice to get more of those in black, and also these triangular tile pieces are pretty cool to get, and Exonite shields from the top. We have another clip piece connection over here just for like these flag pieces. We also have this piece, which is something that I'm not really too familiar with, so that's pretty cool to see included from the very back. And lastly, we have some more clip pieces right here just for some of the back angling. We have the engine area from the back, which you could put a flame out of that if you really want to. We have these big wheels, which I'm pretty sure only come in a few other sets, so that's pretty cool to get a bunch of those in here. And also one thing that I did want to mention when it comes to the very bottom of the tumbler is the fact that we use one of those Speed Champion bases right here just for like the main foundation. That was something that I found really interesting. And of course, from this point you can see a lot of the building on this side that creates a lot of the angling, and it just, LEGO really went all out with this, and I'm really happy with it. Now, as I mentioned before, to access the interior we have this clip piece connection that you can lift up, which shows what we have going on inside. We have one of those bucket handle pieces to be used as the steering device. We have a few translucent green cheese slopes for some buttons. We also have one of those stamp pieces in light gray, and two more of those 1x2 cheese slopes with stickers. Moving us over here, we can take a closer look at some of those control panels if you're interested. And also we get from the very back a clip piece connection, so you can actually place an accessory or two if you have them. You can plop Batman's Batarang, and of course you can plop your minifigure of Batman inside, just plopping his legs on the studded area, and his cape doesn't really interfere just because it's made of that softer material. So yeah, that's pretty much really all that I have to say for this build. I also did want to appreciate just some of the building techniques right here that you can see when it comes to these 3 windshield pieces, and again the clip piece connections in order to separate that to make like the different angles of the windows and everything. I think LEGO just did a really great job with this build. So overall, for $40, is this set worth it? Well, when it comes to our minifigure selection, the standout has to be the Scarecrow minifigure, but the Batman doesn't really satisfy my needs compared to the one that we're going to be getting in that 230 direct-to-consumer in November. As for the build for this set, which definitely has to be the best part in my opinion, I think that they did a really nice job creating a minifigure scale tumbler compared to ones that we've seen in the past, because I believe we've seen 2 other ones, one in 2013 and then another one in 2008 with the original Batman line. I think a lot of the sticker details help when it comes to the design of this, and a lot of the different like greebling styles, a lot of the building on the side, building techniques in here are really advanced for what it is. At the end of the day, those who are fans of the Dark Knight trilogy and Batman Begins, I think you guys are really gonna love this set if you pick it up. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!